following program does not necessarily reflect the views of PMLB Media or its sponsors.
Good evening, I am BT from PMLB Media.
I'm Darren, Pound Sports Talk.
We're here today just to run through some daily sports topics. We're going to run through football, some basketball, baseball. It's coming up, it's exciting. I want to start off talking about Wes Welker though. The 900 pounds of Butterfingers that were laid outside a pawn shop in Boston. What's your opinion on that?
I think it's hilarious, but at the same time, I mean, are we really gonna hate on a guy? I mean, he's one of the best receivers in the game. He's so reliable. He picked a hell of a time to not catch a pass. That was basically all it is. It wasn't like it, caught him on stride or anything like that. He dropped a pass. He came out and even admitted, hey, I cost my team the game. But come on.
Yeah, I disagree with everybody saying that he cost him the game. There was a drop later by Deion Branch. There was a drop by Ian Hernandez. He had a reverse shoulder, and then he jumped. The dude's 5'9". Yeah. It's not like he's Brandon Marshall at 6'3", where he can, just reach up and catch it. He extended fully and landed straight on his back. Yes, he took credit for it, but it definitely was.
And no one play ever cost a team a game. No why. I get so tired of that. People, it's so easy to blame a kicker, to blame a receiver for dropping a pass, but there's not a single play that you could ever really say that cost them the game. How about Tom Brady driving down the field and throwing a pick on first down, just heaving it in the air to
Exactly. How about Brady heaving it to nobody?
Yeah. Come on. We want
2 points. Take away those 2 points to kick a field goal at the end of the game, it's game over.
There's all kinds of things you could point to, but for Patriot fans to get all on Wes Welker's ass, he's one of the main reasons you were even there to begin with.
And the biggest Patriot fan getting on Wes Welker's ass, Gisele Bündchen. Come on. What? I don't even know what to say about it. Are you serious? Are you serious? You are a model. You sit there.
She's a damn good model, too.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. No, she's a very good-looking woman. But you sit there, you cheer on your husband and the quarterback, but you do not critique his players.
Who's a damn good-looking model as well.
I covered that last time.
Oh, did you?
Very good-looking. No, I very much agree with you.
Yeah.
But no, I'm with Brandon Jacobs on this. Sit there, look cute, and keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Thank you. I want to go from Wes Welker to a different type of joking, sort of, after the Kyle Williams death threats. There's a difference between the death threats and the Butterfingers. I just disagree. Yeah. I don't know who the absolute imbecile was that sent that tweet to Kyle Williams, but grow up, man. These are people. They're humans. They're not just someone there for your amusement. They have their own life. It is absolutely inexcusable for you to send a death threat saying, I hope you die.
Listen, you know what? And the sports guys we have here in the PMLB family, we're fanatics about our sports. And there's nobody that's more of a fanatic about the teams that I like than me, in my personal opinion. And, that is just so ridiculous to send someone a death threat. Do you really have nothing better to do with your time?
That's terrible.
It is a shame.
Especially because he comes back on the team next year. You don't know if he's going to be looking over his shoulder the rest of this offseason. It's just inexcusable. It is inhuman to give a death threat to someone because they fumbled a football during a game.
Well, what's scary is you almost wonder if there's somebody out there loony enough to just do something. That's what's scary to me. So the fact that these keyboard badasses sit behind the camera and do, or they sit behind the computer, and it's a sad story.
And you go back to the sad story, you go back to 2007 when Durant Williams got gunned down in a limousine after they lost in the divisional playoffs.
Yeah.
Terrible. Why? How was it for Brandon Marshall? He had to sit there and hold his teammate at 24 years old that is sit there bleeding out because a guy decided to put an automatic submachine gun through the side of the vehicle. It's inexcusable. It's a game. People need to quit taking it so seriously like this. Yes, I take my shit serious. I love sports. It is what I do. It's what I'm about. But I will never, ever, ever condone someone threatening someone or actually pulling out violence like that.
Yeah, it's just stupid, man. The whole thing is just crazy.
All right, we're gonna run to MLB now. We're gonna go talk about Josh Hamilton stepping up with his addiction problems. I guess everybody's heard last week he went to a Dallas area bar, had a few drinks, sort of broke that sobriety that he's had for the past few years. A guy came out of Tampa Bay as a first overall draft pick, struggled with drugs, alcohol. He said his realization was one night when he woke up in the middle of the street without his shirt on, just walking down.
It's happened to the best of us. No, I mean, Josh Hamilton it truly is an amazing story. I mean, the guy barely played any minor league, games in his career, and he's MVP candidate. You get one side of the fence. You get a guy saying, "Oh, what's the big deal? He had a couple of beers." But I mean, it's easy for people to say that. I mean, he struggles with addiction. I don't know. I kind of see where he's coming from. I don't really know. I mean,
it's easy for people that have never been addicted to something to say, "Hey, it's a simple issue."
Yeah.
It's not. Once you become addicted to that thing, you're hooked, and it will forever haunt you. Night in, night out. It's something that it's gonna be there the rest of your existence.
I mean, the thing is that, you know what? If you're Josh Hamilton and you're gonna go out to a local bar and have some drinks, you bet. I mean, it's all out of the closet. You trying to tell me nobody there's gonna grab pictures of that or talk about that? So if you really wanted, to go have a couple drinks, you might want to do it in your house.
Yeah. See what I do most admire about him is that he stepped up and said, "Hey, this was my fault. I let myself get out of control." It takes me back to John Rocker. When John Rocker came out and said, "I'm an alcoholic," it was sort of like, it's kind of staged. He wrote that up. Someone wrote it for him. I didn't feel it was heartfelt, but when Josh was talking, I just felt like he was truly sorry for slipping up. Not just for him, but for his family, for his fans. Yeah, I think this dude's had a hell of a year with the guy falling over the railing once he threw him up the ball, and it's...
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's been rough for him, man. I would never, ever want to experience something like that.
As much as I like Josh Hamilton, it just comes down to willpower to me, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I don't know if he should get punished by Major League Baseball. I mean, I know they got some strict rules on him, and so do the Rangers. I mean, they are paying him all that money, but, I mean, good for him. Good for him for at least admitting it and, not coming up with a bunch of excuses like a lot of these athletes would.
And now he's got the Rangers hired an assistant to follow him around now.
Yeah,
So he's going to basically has a babysitter now.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to a more uplifting topic about the Achilles injury of Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. The Clippers lose a giant leader in the locker room. I don't know if there's any way that they're going to be able to fill that leadership void that he's going to have as much as he would be out there shooting up threes.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not going to fill the leadership void, but listen, he'll still be around the team as long as they get somebody in there that's going to replace his production. I think the Clippers are going to be just fine if they could bring somebody in.
Yeah, I had 2 ideas for people they could bring in. One guy would be he plays for the Cavaliers. He's a decent shooting guard. Plays good two-way basketball. Decent shooter. But I think the better one would be J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
He's coming off the Chinese basketball league. Him. If they bring him in, he will easily cover up that 36% from the threes that Chauncey Billups was doing.
Yeah, no question.
Easily, yeah. All right, for final thing, we are actually going uplifting now. We're going to talk about Kobe Bryant passing Shaq and getting the fifth all-time on the scoring list.
Yep.
Very, very exciting. Kobe, you should smile. I'm glad you took 10 seconds out of your game to quit being pissed at everybody and to hug Derek Fisher because it's been good. But Kobe, lighten up a little bit, man. There's no need to be that serious all the time. It's good. You're making millions of dollars. Granted, just got divorced and had to split it all. But you're still Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, I mean, listen, my thoughts on Kobe Bryant has completely taken a 180 over the last year or so, but there's no denying, how good that guy is, and just, I mean, he's one of the best players to ever play the game. You can't deny that, regardless of what you think of him as a person or a teammate or a husband, whatever. He's a phenomenal basketball player. Exactly. So congratulations.
I think for me, he's one of the only people that can say that they have stepped up in that category to be even discussed with Michael
Jordan, no question.
Nobody else, I believe, as a shooter has that ability. I think he has stepped up. I don't think he's better than MJ, but I think he's in that discussion now.
I'd have to agree with you. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, that's all I got. You can follow me at BT on PMLB and Facebook.com/BT on PMLB.
You can follow me on Twitter at DarrenPFPSports, and you can visit our website pfpsports.com. Combat sport heavy, but we talk about everything on there.
I'm BT. Have a great night. Peace.
Cheers.